why some people struggle with basic math while others discover, relativity. How can we all be universal when our abilities are so different?
Well, people struggle with basic math when somebody is trying to force them to do it and they don't want to. They don't want to is the key to this state of affairs. They have something better to do now, or at least something that they think is better for them to do. As I said, very, very few people in the world want to solve the Riemann hypothesis, want to prove the Riemann hypothesis or disprove it or whatever. Very few people want to learn calculus. Very few people want to learn to solve simultaneous equations. Unfortunately, we have a tradition of education that is based on making people do things they don't want to do. And under such circumstances, creativity is impaired. How much it is impaired depends on sheer luck, mostly. Some people are forced to do exactly the thing that they would have wanted to do anyway. Some people are forced to do things where they can do their own thing and not be noticed and not be punished, and so on. So many people get away with it. But most people, in the case of maths, for instance, which I think would be interesting for a lot more people than it actually is, get put off by the coercion of it. So Einstein said something like, even a wild beast, even a starving wild beast would be put off its dinner if it were forced to eat it, or something like that. He put it better than than I just have. So this is true in general, and it's rather sad. And I think if you interview anyone who's been successful in a given field, whether
Like you.
it's yes, but fields that aren't socially rewarded. So not someone who becomes a professor, but someone who becomes very, very good at something, let's say making model ships out of matchsticks or
Mm-hmm.
something. You will find, first of all, that they're very interested in doing it. You will find that nobody forced them to do it. You will find a whole constellation of things that are characteristic of creativity that happened, and usually that person will say that they were lucky to escape. They were lucky to be able to continue this thing and acquire a great expertise in it, because they very narrowly were stopped.
What is the
Sometimes they can be stopped by being forced to do that very thing, like the hungry lion.